Okay, so this is ZeditYT versus Shopenjove. This is in the winners bracket, the third round of the intermediate bracket. Now, I've played Shopenjove. He's a pretty good player. He's managed to win his matches so far. Now, ZeditYT, I'm not familiar with. However, we were just discussing in chat the fact that Axmax is in the intermediate bracket and how he has so many hours in this game, he should not be in this bracket, and then ZeditYT beat him. So ZeditYT pulled off a huge upset here, beating possibly the favorite to win the tournament. He was seeded first. Shopenjove struggling with this first squeeze here. Zedit. Is this going to be a first round point? Shopenjove is struggling with the squeeze. It's just a sprint jump from the right height. Struggling with the wide jump though. Okay, Shopenjove gets through the first setup. Is he going to get past the arsehole? Oh, that's unfortunate, dying to the wires. Zedit is going to score an early point. Already taking the lead. Is Shopenjove going to opt to nerf either of these setups already? Okay, well the wide jump is gone, so it's already partially been nerfed, but it's been replaced with trigger spikes, which means that Shopenjove's approach of taking his sweet time is not going to work anymore. So Zedit, seeing this advantage he had, is already pushing it quite far with the flower and the wires. Quite good strategy from Zedit so far. Zedit makes it through, not dropping a single life. Okay, Shopenjove manages to make it through despite the buffs. Is he still going to struggle with this spring setup? Doesn't look like it. Shopenjove's not going to let Zedit score again that easily. Unless he's unfamiliar with this coyote, but he's fine. Okay. Shopenjove rightly taking his sweet time. Sorry for the storm outside. Okay, is Zedit going to continue to buff this setup? Instead of going with the sprint jump, players are both going to just try and jump over it and duck under the arrows. Okay, Shopenjove actually doing better than Zedit. Could we be seeing a point immediately? No, that's a very unfortunate death to that mortar. That seems quite tight, but there is a safe spot if you just slide using the flank. Okay, Zedit makes it through on his last life. The tables have turned. Is Zedit going to be able to score another point? Okay, Shopenjove finds the safe spot. But Zedit also makes it through. Shopenjove gets the coyote. So that was very close for Zedit. Shopenjove could have scored the point immediately back, but on his last life, Zedit made it through. Stays 1-0. Okay, what are we going to see with this black hole? Okay. I think now the best way to do that is just to sprint jump over the wire. I think the only way. Yeah, that's fine. You just jump. No, you just jump from under it and you gain the extra height. Though that is actually technically an illegal build because the black hole causes the arrow to be a spawn kill. We'll see if it's a problem or not. Okay, that's quite smart from Shopenjove, just choosing to jump over the spring that caused him so much trouble in the first couple of rounds. Shopenjove taking his sweet time with these cycles, as he should. But both players getting it quite far without a single death. There's still no points. I mean, Shopenjove is getting a lot better, but Zedit isn't getting any less consistent. If Shopenjove doesn't make it harder in a way that benefits him, then Zedit is going to keep his lead. It seems he's tried to force that sprint jump in a couple of ways, but it seems he's only just managed to do it. Do I think you can get the right height by just full jumping from below? You're going to have to be very wary of that spawn kill. It's technically an illegal build. Maybe I should have gone into free play, I'm not sure. Oh, Zedit dying to that arsehole setup. That's unfortunate. Shopenjove getting extremely good at this, considering how much he was struggling in the first round. He's clearly a very good player at adapting. Okay, Zedit out of lives, Shopenjove last life. This could be his chance to get the point back. Never mind. But notably, it's the first time that Zedit hasn't made it to the end. Maybe whole game? I think. Halfway through the game, Zedit's been able to keep his lead from round 1. I might block off. We should probably be blocking off that arrow. Though it doesn't kill where they actually spawn, so. Something's going on in the pro bracket with people getting DQ'd. Okay, nice save by Zedit, avoiding that wrecking ball. Shopenjove struggling to do this setup again. He was looking quite consistent a couple turns ago, but he's out of lives now, and Zedit hasn't dropped 1. This is a good chance for Zedit to expand his lead. Okay, that's actually very difficult with the arrow. Zedit makes it anyway. Tough timing. Okay, that's going to be a second point for Zedit. 4 rounds left. It's certainly not over for Shopenjove. But it's going to be tough. Oh, Kazakman says, Bren, you want to watch my game after this one? Sure, yeah. You seem like quite a strong player in this bracket. Okay, that black hole. What? What's he going to do? Okay, that is going to interfere with the fast-moving arrow in some way. What's Shopenjove going to do? Shopenjove, unfortunately, the cycles didn't line up. But it still has 3 lives left. Okay, he remembers. That could have been catastrophic, but it's also... This is a very good chance for Shopenjove to score. 3 lives left. Zedit, all out. That's an unfortunate death. I think that was to the Wrecking Ball. Still 2 chances, though. So what are they going to blow up? Okay, Zedit gets rid of the black hole. Reasonable. Yeah, Shopenjove's just been getting right to the end of that setup. I think blowing up that spike ball is smart. However, there's a good chance another spike ball will arrive quite soon. There's always the danger with blowing up things like wires or spike balls. It can be replaced so easily. Zedit losing lives rapidly. While Shopenjove, an unfortunate death to the spawn kill. Okay, both players all of a sudden struggling with this first setup that wasn't causing any trouble earlier. Zedit, last life. I mean, if Zedit's able to score another point, it's over regardless. They're both players' last life, but Zedit's made it quite far. This could be his chance to seal the game early. Okay, this Coyote's a bit harder than normal. Okay, Shopenjove out of lives. Not only is he going to need Zedit to die here, he's also going to need to score 2 rounds in a row after this. This is the 3rd to last round. Okay. It's not going to end just yet. 2 rounds left. It's now or never for Shopenjove. He's going to need to start finding an advantage somewhere. Zedit no longer struggling with this first setup again. Okay, this... Okay. This is quite difficult, though. Zedit... Okay, no, never mind. Zedit is also struggling with it. I mean, no one making it to the end. It's borderline stalling, but difficulty is spread out across the map, so... Okay, 2 lives for Shopenjove. It is GG's if he loses both of them. Let's see if luck is on his side. Okay. Makes it further than Zedit did. That's unfortunate. Last life. This is the last chance. Zedit knows it too. The pressure's on. And that's GG's.